Yee-haw! I think the Kootenay Cachers had a lot of fun in 2024. Let's take a quick peek and see what they've been up to. Hey, let's start off this year's video with the Canadians exploring the C&W Trail near Castlegar. Like so many other Kootenay Cachers, the Canadians love to leave the pavement behind. Look what they found while caching up the Bombay. Seems to be quite a few Sasquatch sightings in the Kootenays in the last year. Canadians are very interested in local history, and here's a photo of the Labarth Tunnel on the C&W Trail in 2024, and the same tunnel from the same spot in 1898. There's still a lot of visible history along the C&W Trail, like this oven the workers used. If you follow the trail of geocaches, you can find various culverts and tunnels all along the C&W. Mrs. Canadian, happy to be caching and exploring. It's a good thing she didn't want to go explore inside the tunnel today. The C&W Trail has changed through the years. This is a picture of a train trestle in the 1990s and the same trestle in 2024 after the safety fences were installed. Not everyone gets to meet a pirate while out caching. Inside every muggle is a geocacher trying to get out. It sure would have been scary to ride your bikes along these trestles without the safety fences. Canadians found an old photo of a train going through the Labarth Tunnel. Geocaching sure makes history more interesting. And there they are, the Canadians, with another bit of history for us. A little geocaching history along Pass Creek from 2008 to 2024. More geocaching history. Look how things have changed around the golf course near Roslyn. Look how time has changed the geocaching in Tadnak. And then there's some things that stay pretty much the same throughout the years. Canadians. They see the coolest things while out geocaching. Darn gates anyways. Another favorite of the Canadians is to explore underground. Today, they met Sasquatch, and he was looking for places to hide geocaches. Oh boy, better not hide a cache here. Back above ground, the Canadians took a hike near Slocan Lake to find a few geocaches. The Canadians even gave Sasquatch a hand to load up geocaches to hide. Mrs. Canadian. And yes, there are at least 2 cougars geocaching along this trail today. Viola V has been busy this year hiding and finding all the mountaintop caches. She just loves to take her geomobile Rocky to all the hard-to-get geocaches. Viola V and Rocky taking a course on how to get to off-road geocaches in the snow. Or maybe what not to do? She even went and found the Mount Stanley summit log. It's so beautiful up here. Viola V just had to hide a geocache. You know, I don't think it's been found yet. Viola V also hit a cache on Mount Irvine. That's also not been found yet. Viola V likes the lonely caches, and Sphinx treasure had not been found in 16 years, so she just had to go find it. Another great place for a hike is Dennis Creek, and Viola V hit a cache up there, and so far I believe it's still unfound. Yet another one of Viola V's mountaintop geocaches is Monk Peak, which can be accessed from the top of the Kootenay Pass. This is definitely an area with some stunning views. Viola V had to share a bite of her lunch on the way to Kootenay Falls in Elk Lakes Provincial Park. Wow, here we are, high up in the Elk Lakes Provincial Park. Viola V gets to some awesome locations to go geocaching. Like Ringrat's Grizzly Peak geocache high above Elkford. Hey, it looks like Viola V got a shared first to find. Way to go, Viola V! She even got another shared first to find on a Ringrat cache above Elkford. Oh, there's just so many good things to see while out geocaching. Geocaching is good for you. Get out there, hide some caches, make everybody smile. Wow, this looks like a very scenic area to find some geocaches. The beautiful Kootenay Falls above Elkford. And this is the trail you take to find geocaches near Kootenay Falls. Kootenay Cachers are lucky to have little adventures. I've often wondered how he could hide so many caches, but now I know he's got an assistant. Wow, there are just so many places to go geocaching. Let's check out a few places along the water. Hey, here's a good place to go geocaching above trail. Geocaching is what happens when nerds go outside. This is just one of several great places to go geocaching near Robson. And this, of course, is a favorite place for events. The East Shore is an excellent place to take a drive and find a few geocaches. Not sure if everyone has seen the Great Wall in Castlegar, but there's geocaches along the water there too. The Kootenay Canal is a popular hiking area in Blewett. You'll find plenty of geocaches there too. The Nelson area sure has a lot of fun geocaches along its shoreline. Yes, geocaching will make you smile. Little Adventures travels everywhere in the area to find geocaches, even the Dewdney Trail near Christina Lake. And Creston, because it has a few caches now. Little Adventures even got a history lesson while caching along the Galena Trail. Kootenay Cachers really enjoy their milestones, and Fear the Tube has celebrated 3,000 finds in 2024. Oh, what an awesome milestone! Geocaching, where everybody knows you by your cacher name. Everyone loves geocaching events, and the last couple of years, the Gladiators have had a really fun event in their yard. Little Adventures didn't share any pictures, but sometimes the Kootenay Cachers just have too much fun. Hey all you geocachers, look at all the places to go hide geocaches. Here's a message to all you geocaching addicts. Go geocaching, but be patient with the muggles. Because it only feels like it's taking this long. Some things you should watch out for while geocaching. Poisonous snakes, or any snake for that matter. Cougars, watch out for mean cougars on the trail. And the worst of all, watch out for that evil cache-destroying grader. And here's some things to watch for while geocaching. The Kootenays are blessed with an abundance of wildlife. The chances of seeing wildlife enjoying the great outdoors while you're doing the same is really very high. Yeah, of course, another thing to watch for while caching are new places to hide geocaches. And you know every geocacher is looking out for blank logbooks. There's Missyfits out geocaching with DJ and Wow and Janelle. Cute Kid 2 and Worn Out Warrior on the hunt. There's a geocache here somewhere. And that's Miss Missyfits being distracted from geocaching in Sparwood. Wow and Cute Kid 2. The last hunt was successful, so they're hoping to find this one too. How the Pirates Stole Christmas was a very easy find, with presents too. Back in Deer Park, the caches weren't as easy. But Cute Kid 2, she was up for the challenge. Missyfits even got to enjoy a geocaching getaway in the Logan Lake area. Then headed back home for even more geocaches. Funky Fraps, wow, she manages to get to some pretty exotic places to find geocaches. She really enjoyed visiting Disneyland and finding geocaches there. You can barely see her, but there's Funky Fraps finding a geocache at the Devil's House in San Francisco. Geocaching while hiking to the Hollywood sign is definitely a good memory. As other Kootenay Cachers can tell you, caching in California is a lot of fun. Chat Moon, Mrs. Landsharks, and Mrs. Landmonkey, all using a cruise ship to go geocaching. Chat Moon finding a shrimp shack in Oahu. Yummy! Food and a smiley! Chat Moon, she absolutely loves to travel and find geocaches, but she was so busy caching this year she didn't get many photos. Fear the Tuba's awesome postcard. Awesome postcard. Here's a couple more pictures to help commemorate Fear the Tuba's 3,000 cache finds. That cake looks really good. Hey, did you know there's a coin available for this milestone? Fear the Tubas and Mr. Lya G. Going caching. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a fun trip. Heading north to find all the geocaches. Hey, it looks like Fear the Tubas has a mascot. Just one of the many signatures from this trip. Look at this. Mr. Fear the Tubas found a little piece of home way up north. The Arctic Ocean. Brr, that looks cold. Looks warmer in Valdez. The Iditarod Trail Race. Wow, we've all heard about that. Oh, look at that. Sled dogs. Fear the Tubas even got to visit Skagway, Alaska. Just bet you get plenty of photo ops like this while finding caches in Alaska. Wow, isn't this beautiful? Can you actually imagine being here? Mr. Fear the Tubas looks so relaxed. Mrs. Fear the Tubas is sure there's a Rebel Dog cache under here somewhere. The things you see while caching in Alaska. Oh, did I just see that? Mrs. Fear the Tubas with a mouse on her shoulder. The things you do while caching in Alaska. Mr. Laya G found the geocache, now to get the perfect shot. Mrs. Fear the Tubas hamming it up for the camera. Mr. Laya G finding a geocache way up north to Alaska. Oops, sorry, got a little carried away there. Mr. Laya G having fun finding another way up north geocache. I don't see any other Kootenay Cacher names here. Don't you just love geocaching? It gets you out to explore and have fun, and these guys are doing a lot of both. Wow, 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 this is an awesome photo that Fear the Tubas took. I told you, Kootenay Cachers like their events. Here's the event that introduced the beautiful Sasquatch postcard. Mrs. Fear the Tubas and Jet Mune, look out, things could get crazy. I've told you before, if you want to find a Kootenay girl, you gotta look in the trees. There's these two again, you gotta be careful, they usually cause a lot of fun. That's Jet Mune, and Mr. Fear the Tube is way up there in the rock. He's probably telling everyone where to look for the geocache. That's Mr. Fear the Tubas showing us how to use his new nano finding equipment. Fear the Tubas, Jet Mune, and Gladiators out on the quad to find geocaches. Fear the Tubas and Jet Mune having a lot of fun at the Kootenay Pirates Christmas Cache. The Gladiators, they're another Kootenay Cacher couple that are very interested in traveling to find geocaches. In 2024, they visited New Mexico and found a whole lot of geocaches and saw some really interesting stuff. This volcano has paved hiking trails all around it. The Land of Enchantment? I think it should read the Land of Many Geocaches. Kansas? Well, we all know why the Gladiators went there. Mingo, the oldest active cache in the world, GC30, published May 11th, 2000. They also made it their 14,000th find. How cool is that? Congratulations, Gladiators. Wow, looks like Gladiators had a lot of fun getting into this well-made geocache. Can they do it? As the tension builds. Ta-da! They did it! Yeehaw! Route 66 is a historic highway, and it's got a lot of really interesting caches along it. Colorado, another great place to explore. There's caches everywhere! They're everywhere! What the? They have weird cars here. And some with history, and not even rusted out. I think it's really good that the Gladiators love to take the young'uns out and show them how to have fun geocaching. Hey, check out this next clip. It's Mr. Gladiator and the yet unnamed geocacher ringing the Carmi bell.
Ready? Look at Bobby.
The Gladiators sure do know how to make sure these cachers have fun. $1 million bucks? I'm going caching with them next time. That's Mrs. Gladiator, another Kootenay girl, and she's in a tree. Gladiators, Time Change Blues. That was a lot of fun. Jab and Jazz, they got to house sit in Victoria for a while, so you know they found as many geocaches there as they could. That's Jazz finding a geocache in Vancouver Island. Looks like she needed help from one of the locals. Lab adventures have become very popular, and Jab and Jazz found quite a few around Victoria. That's Puffy, Soul Seeker's cat. It showed J&J all about house sitting. Since J&J were house sitting, they had to go find a few of Soul Seeker's geocaches. Not sure if this mean little nano is Soul Seeker's or not. But this one is, and Jab sure has a big smile because he found it. That's Jab. He's showing off just how fast he can find two pretty darn hard caches. J&J timed it just right and got up Turtle Mountain. Boy, it can get really windy up there. On top of Turtle Mountain, looking over the edge. J&J, being very avid bike riders, they took their bikes to the East Kootenays to find geocaches. Elk Lakes Provincial Park was a very popular spot for Kootenay Cachers in 2024, and J&J found several really fun geocaches there. 2024 was the year J&J completed the Trans-Canada Trail from Vancouver Island to the BC-Alberta border on bike. They broke the 1,750-kilometer distance into multiple geocaching biking trips spread out over a few years. Jazz, stopping for a photo while caching along the Elk Valley Trail. Line Creek, Sulphur Springs. Bet that smells good. Ring Rat dropped J&J off 47 kilometers from the campsite so they could find all the geocaches on the ride back. Here's just some of the fun that J&J had while hiking with Ring Rat in Elk Lakes Provincial Park. Wow, this looks like a great area to go geocaching. J&J's signature boot shot at Patain Falls. Look at this great picture of Ring Rat and Jazz on Upper Elk Lake. J&J and Ring Rat having fun finding geocaches. J&J saw a lot of really interesting places while biking the Trans-Canada Trail. Logan Lake was another really enjoyable place to go geocaching. Wild horses. Just look at these fun caches to find. Closer to home, J&J found Viola V's Peaked Out Sherpa Peak. So far, J&J's are the only ones to find this geocache, and if you read their log on the cache, you'll see they had a lot of fun. J&J made it to Jasper before the big fire, and I'm sure they found caches that are no longer there. J&J got to meet Mike. He had a geocache in his backyard. Sadly, less than a month after this picture was taken, the fire destroyed his house and property along with the geocache. J&J found this cache in the Jasper Library. J&J found an earth cache high above Jasper that required a gondola ride and then a 1.5 kilometer hike to get to. By the big smile on Jab's face, the effort was well worth it. Looks like he's on top of the world. 2024 was a great year for Purple Stain, Purple Squirt, and Purple Shine to find a lot of geocaches. Purple Shine and Purple Squirt both talked Scotty Cat into taking them geocaching. The Headquarters Geo Tour was just one of the highlights. You need to find 6 caches all within walking distance of each other, and as you can see, it caused some pretty big smiles. Visiting the geocaching headquarters is always exciting, but today was extra special because Signal's running the front desk. And anyone that visited headquarters will recognize this troll. Ah, cute as a bug. Completed Geocaching Headquarters Visitor Center Tour. Hey, now this looks like a fun geocache. Nice! Wahoo! First to find, and signed with the new stamp. Doing a very popular webcam in Leavenworth. And there they are. Anybody recognize this big rock in Alberta? What about the world's largest paddle near Golden? What about the old phone booth in Selmo? Suspicious looking eggs. Another cache signed with a new purple stamp. Purple Squirt doing cache maintenance, while the rest of his team find a cache on the gum wall. A birthday FTF. Purple Stain getting a big smiley while finding a couple of Barnabirdies caches. Purple Stain sure takes her group to some awesome spots to find geocaches. Like this Earth Cache, Canada's second highest waterfall, and it's in Yoho National Park. That's one very happy cacher. Scotty Cat celebrated 4,000 finds in 2024. Way to go, Scotty Cat. Kootenay Cachers, relaxing at an event.
So that's right in the middle.
A lot of
All
effort
three
went
middle
into
ones.
making this
Oh, the middle one
geocache.
was right. Woo! Take a video. Open it. Open it.
Can you see the nano? It's white. Purple Squirt sure has been finding a lot of caches. Here he is with a cache in hand. And another geocache in his hand. And yet another geocache, and it's gonna make him smile. Hey, that's an interesting cache find for Scotty Cat. Not sure what Purple Squirt's doing to that poor bison tube. Purple Shine, she sure looks excited to have found this geocache. You just never know where you'll find your next geocache. Tunk Valley Meet and Greet, fun caches and great food. Just look what geocaching does to you. The Kootenay Pirates sure had a lot of fun finding geocaches around Mud Lake. Mrs. Kootenay Pirate found all the geocaches, but thought for sure there was just one more. Hey, any of you Kootenay Cachers know where this is? I bet you Woodsy One knows. Granatic Intrusions, signing a log on a cache in Castlegar. Mr. Kootenay Pirate had fun exploring this area. Mrs. Pirate and the Spaz Snooper, geocaching along the Slocan Valley Rail Trail. Geocachers can see Frog Peak from the Slocan Valley Rail Trail. Another beautiful day in the Kootenays to be geocaching. Nelson has some really fun geocaches. There's even one deep below this bridge. The Kootenay Pirates love to take their side-by-side to find geocaches along the C&W trail just outside Castlegar. This is usually one of the first trails to be snow-free in the spring, so the Pirates get pretty excited about getting out there again. Another favorite area the Pirates have found caches in is Sunshine Bay, out past Deer Park. Granatic Intrusions, Woodsy One, and the Kootenay Pirates got together to go find some caches out in the Sunshine Bay area. Woodsy One brought one of his fleet of RC trucks. Wow, looks like this could be fun.
Damn.
The Kootenay Pirates like hiking the Pulpit Rock Trail and above, even if it's just to do cache maintenance. A view of Nelson, far below. The Pirates saw this sign while caching near Grand Forks. It's a good thing we didn't see any sheep. The Kootenay Pirates are lucky enough to attend a BCGA event in Castlegar. The Kootenay Pirates, they're lucky enough to find lots of fun geocaches. The Galena Trail is a great choice if you want local history. And find some really fun geocaches, like this one by Jab and Jazz. There's been a lot of strange sightings in the Kootenay Mountains this year. Wonder if there's something in the air. Woodsy 1 and Granatic Intrusions. They found the cache, now they're getting ready to explore the mine. Yep, geocaching works best with teamwork. The Spaz Snooper and Gibson, the Geodog, enjoying a great day of geocaching. Granatic Intrusions led the pirates up Ripple Ridge to Lightning Strike so you could do cache maintenance, and then on to Monk Peak. That was an awesome adventure. Here's a view from Monk Peak. Granatic Intrusions, Lightning Strike cache. Mrs. Kootenay Pirate and Granatic Intrusions, finding one of Purple Stain's caches in Grand Forks. This is a cache that'll make everybody smile. I even heard a rumor that Purple Squirt helped make this geocache. The Kootenay Pirates and Granatic Intrusions, they had the perfect day to go find the geocache waiting up at Ritchie Lake. Oh, it was so beautiful up there, we almost spent too much time there. Soul Seeker and LJG47 got to find some Kootenay caches while they visited here. The pirates took them caching along the Slocan Valley Rail Trail. And then out to explore the old Slocan Tunnel. Check out those big geocaching smiles. Mrs. Pirate, eagerly heading up the mountain to find the geocache. Hey, that's a pretty nice view near Ground Zero. Mrs. Kootenay Pirate and Granatic Intrusions, finding the geocache. And that's Mrs. Kootenay Pirate, happily signing the log. The Kootenay Pirates and Granatic Intrusions got to find geocaches in the Quesnel and Prince George area. We sure have found some geocaches in beautiful spots. Look at this mushroom. It looks like it's melting, right? I never saw that before. We did actually see the sign, but the rest, well, not so much. Back home, Mrs. Kootenay Pirate took her sister Donna to find some geocaches and do some exploring. My wife, Mrs. Kootenay Pirate. This is a very nice little hiking area in the Slocan Valley. It even has a fun to find geocache, and as you can see from our log, we had no idea this trail was here. It's true, geocaching sure can show you some stunning places. Isn't this nice? Wow! Well, I hope this video showed some of the fun the Kootenay Cachers had in 2024. And I, for one, heard a lot of laughs, saw a lot of smiles caused by geocaching. I would like to congratulate these geocachers on achieving geocaching milestones in 2024. Fear the Tubas, Scotty Cat, and Gladiators. You guys are awesome geocachers, and you really do add to the fun caused by geocaching.